Hey, you guys, it's MJ from All to Love. How are you? I hope that you're having a fantastic day on this Saturday. I have to check because I often don't know what day it is, but there you go. It's been one of those mornings. I've had a bit of flow in the puttering phase. And then as I was puttering, so I have this bad habit. I'm just going to be totally effing honest with you guys, as per usual. I have a bad habit of, you can't see my little setup. I've got my lighting in front of me. And today I'm using my open computer to go live because I had a comment from one of you saying that this, something like FPS, something technical, basically. You're like, oh, this video quality is way better. So I've been using my computer instead of my phone to go live. And when I have my computer set up, I'm on my bed, okay? So like straight up online entrepreneurial lifestyle is like, what? Work on the beach, work in your bedroom, start a revolution from your bed. So, it's fine, it's easy. So anywho, so like 2 days ago, I'm all like, yay me. I like change my bedding, put clean bedding on. You guys know what it's like, right? Like when you're in the flow and you end up doing a whole bunch of productive stuff, you're just like, I'm fucking awesome. Boom. So anyway, I have this clean sheet and I have a really bad habit of this. I don't know if you can see, but if I like keep moving my thing down, hopefully eventually, see that, that's my coffee, my friends. So what I'm trying to get around to is I have a bad habit of just resting my coffee on my laptop. I know you're already like, why are you doing that? I don't know. It's like, it's my little desk, except it's also a laptop and like you don't want to spill shit on it. But twice now, like twice in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I'll put my coffee right there and I'll busy myself and I'll start doing stuff. And then what happened this morning, which has happened once before, like in the last 4 to 5 weeks, was the sudden realization that this good old coffee cup has gone all on my fucking clean bed and clean bedding. So I had one of those mornings where once I spilled my coffee everywhere, I just sort of, thank you, God, because it didn't spill on my computer, because if I lost my computer right now, I would be shit out of luck, straight talk. But more to the point, it was just looking at the strewn like coffee all over my clean bedding, and I'm like, it's fine, I'll so literally, instead of going back to back live, I went live on Facebook, and then the reason I've been not around for the last hour is because I've been having to clean my bedding. I've changed my bedding, and it's actually all worked out just fine because I've got some Airbnb guests coming to stay in my place here in North Devon this weekend. And so I'm getting it all ready for them, which I actually quite like doing when I'm in the right frame of mind. I love a good potter. I love making the place all sparkly and like smelling all nice. It's a trait that I've definitely adopted from my Mutter. So today's share, story time with MJ. What's up with you? How was your day? Have you spilled coffee anywhere? If you have, give me a thumbs up. So actually, coffee is kind of ish easy to clean, and I say that being like, no, because this bedding is clean, but this sheet is the sheet that I last spilt the coffee on, and you can still see a bit of stainage. So I sort of just let myself down there, but that's okay. Anyway, none of that really matters, you guys. What is truly important is, one, you and your self-worth, and you believing in yourself, and you fucking believing that you can go out and you can do whatever you want. That is super important. Every human who is alive on this planet deserves to be here, unless you're not human. If you're not human, you might have a little bit of shit to work through, because sovereignty in our humanity is a human thing. If we're talking on, I don't know, the alien races, or talking on different dimensional beings or entities or ghosts or any of that stuff, we're going down a different trail from my point of attraction, from just the presence in human form on this planet. How do we feel better? How do we get along? There's some changes. Changes are really happening, and I actually think this share somehow weirdly, connects to some of the deeper insights that are happening in our collective awareness, i.e., shit like the deep state in America and like Donald Trump's function with regards to the deep state, which is connected to, well, it's totally connected to the poverty cycles, the war cycles, and then and then all of this pedophilia ring stuff and satanic ritual abuse and sex trafficking. And this is ultimately all kind of a projection via our own enslavement and these unconscious and or invisible soul contracts, which we all enter into to be in form, to be embodied. And then when we get a birth certificate, we our own conscious energy or innocent energy, because it's a little bit cunning, that gets traded on the stock market. So it's like our own life force is essentially what upholds this false economy. And that is such a like cognitive dissonance, but it's such a leap for us to make based on like, just work hard and put a smile on your face and be pretty and you're gonna be just fine. Just don't get addicted to drugs, or just make sure you always have a job, or just make sure you're a good girl or a good guy or a blah 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 blah, like just fit into all the society's boxes. And there is just, and then some of us are like, but I don't feel comfortable in the box. And then I'm like, wait, what is this box? And then you're like, ah! You're like, oh my God, this box is filled with enslavement and poverty and the fear, and you're being mean and you're lying to people, you know? And so it's like you're shining light on some really heavy duty shit. And it's that shining of the light that often people are just like cognitive dissonance, because we've been taught to believe in an illusion that is truly an illusion. And underneath that illusion is like energetic, you could say, energetic demonic forces, but it's our own disempowerment. It's our own force. It's our own power. It's our own monstery. It's our own demons, right? It's our own unconscious. That's ultimately what all that is. And I would say that we are headed in, hence this share beyond spirituality, authenticity, and resonance. This is part of this karmic completion for this group of human beings who refer to themselves as light workers or indigos or crystalline rainbow. There's another one, empaths, Avi. So like those in alignment with those energies and those deeper connections and like seeing things that you're starting to realize other people didn't see, or those of us who have even recently broken out of sort of abusive, emotionally toxic situations, engagements, people pleasing. So all of these sort of like subtle perspective shifts are what is helping us come into greater alignment with the truth of our knowing, hence the resonance and or the authenticity, because they really do go together. The more that you know of the self, which is authenticity, the more you feel into, trust, and know your personal resonance. And it's this resonance that I speak of is beyond form. It's beyond your divisive, dualistic aspect as a human. So it's beyond your being a girl, or it's beyond your how much money you have, it's beyond your social status, your race, all of those fractalized opinion projections that we project and then go ahead and live. Those are all coming undone from within ourselves, because some of us are here to it's like undo all that, go back into the void, and then literally raise ourselves up to be vibrating on a more harmonious frequency, obviously, which is in alignment with that true authentic resonance. We call it the signature frequency in some circles, which is really just some like really familiar, innocent, childlike, like, hi, you know who you are, you chose the body, and all of this stuff. I would say it gets easier, or will start to get easier, and when we start to really see the rise of compassionate leadership, which is happening in different pockets of the world. But it is beyond the form. So now we're really moving into this beyond spirituality as a construct of the 3D matrix reality. So you have to understand that when we're awakening and then we're like, let's get into, I know, I don't want to be a system person. I'm going to be a spiritual person. And then we have all this learning to do in these spiritual circles and communities, which is, I think, again, part of people who resonate with this kind of stuff, or even like the deep stuff or more abstract thought. It's that we can see that very and I'm one of these people pleasing, naive, love and light, and like, I do yoga, I understand yoga, I'm gonna be a yoga, like, it's like all of this, and then all that starts to come undone, and you realize that, like, in a weird way, some of our spiritual circles, i.e. religion, right, like, but like, even nowadays in our modern new age spiritual circles, there's still a lot of inauthenticity and dissonance. So like control and domination, it's still there. And in a weird way, and I've had chats with some of you about this, like it's almost like more insidious because people are trying to like, and that again is part of me, my authentic desire to kind of like leave, even though I'm still like practice and love yoga to no end, but like leaving the industry because I witnessed such duplicitousness that like hurt my soul, as far as like the using the platforms, the marketing to put out this image of the holy earth and thou saintly yoga teacher, I'm super aligned with the flow of the whatever, and then as soon as the camera's turned off, or as soon as somebody crosses them, or they turn and they snap, and it's okay. Like, I understand that. It's not like I'm like, you're supposed to be non-reactive. But it's the lying about it. And it's the fact that when you see it over and over and over again, you're like, wow, you're really not addressing like your anger issues. But because of your social status, it's like you can get away with it. But not for long. Not while we empaths rise up and just start to take over the world with love. It's kind of like the legit truth. But it's with love and compassion. Like, I don't want anything really. I'm like, just people, be more loving. But how do I create that? Just keep loving myself. It's easy, you guys. It's fucking easy. Just do it. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. You guys just, thank you, Fifth World. Fifth World, if you're out there, my glorious femininity friend, if you're out there and you see this, thank you so much. You guys, I really appreciate the sharing of the vids. I get a little subscriber boost when you guys share the videos, so I'm incredibly thankful for that. I'm at such a sort of critical turning point phase that the way you all have shown up in my life is really, really miraculous. And I was so like, just like running for my life. Like, that's what the last year and a bit has felt like, or even 3 years. I just feel like I've been running. And I've been running my whole life, but I started to see myself running. And so hence I was just like a consciousness slowing down, but I'm still going on that momentum, right? So it's taken these last six weeks, even up, I would say I started to fix my point in Bali last December. And then I really started to just go and like ground in, loads of relaxation, loads of rest time. But I think a lot of us get to these breaking point moments where like, I can't go on anymore. Nobody cares. But I know you guys care. Like, I know we feel each other, i.e. the resonance vibrashe. I'm like, you either res or you don't. And if you don't res, move along and find yourself another YouTuber, another YouTube channel. If you do res, buy my stuff. It helps me pay rent. I jest, but I'm pretty gosh darn open and honest, actually completely so, sometimes to my detriment. But hey ho, I'm somebody who's just learning as she goes. And do you know what? Here's a little secret, guys. So is everyone else. Nobody has all the answers for you. And sometimes I dare say that the people who try to pretend like they have it all figured out, they're potentially like the most fucked up. But still, mega heart love vibrashe. So you guys, tomorrow Oh to Love TV, this is what we're going to talk about. How to assist. So FYI, thank you, John Beanie, for your comment about like, because your guys' feedback and comments and like desired topic shares sometimes give me more topics to discuss, which I really appreciate. So I want to talk about and this is a juicy one, so thanks, John. How to assist people in their like newly awakening phase. So people who are just getting into spirituality, and you can say, "Oh, bypass all that. Just figure out who you are." They'll be like, "What?" And they'll probably still have to do yoga for anyway. Yeah. So how to assist newly awakening human beings? Hint: presence. That is all. And then another share that I'm getting powerful, and this has been coming actually for over the last year or so, as more empaths break free from a subtle abuse patterns and or relinquish people pleasing. I just have empaths unite and rise. So I'm really, I don't know if any of you guys are feeling that, like there's been such completion into finality that suddenly now there's different energies, different little sparks of divine light appearing in your energetic vortex. And by that, I just mean new people are appearing. Okay, you guys, 1616, that's it for me today. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you big time. I really, really do. I'm off to London today to have interviews. Oh yeah, and if you want to have a chat about your vegan journey, then get in touch and or get on the list, my friends. Be one of the first to ingest my secret vegan. That's an insight actually with the vegan course. I'm gonna invite you into my home. I'm gonna share my very humble food patterns with you guys, which basically is potatoes, toast, and noodles. But personally, sometimes the simple shit is the business. So I'm like, this is like simple, like I'm talking it takes probably less than 10 minutes to like whip up a quick little noodle dish, which is like my mouth is watering just thinking about it. It's almost 6 a.m. I've been up for 3 hours. I'm starting to get peckish, all right? You guys, you can go to my Facebook page, All to Love World, or my profile, All to Love TV, Instagram, All to Love. Otherwise, just love yourself. That's all I need from you guys. Just love yourself. And I don't really need anything at all because we're all self-promoting manifestors. So it's like, whatever, you guys, we so got this. But you know what I mean, right? Like, you know what I mean as far as like, there's just this infinite well of love right here. Look, and isn't that interesting? I'm just intuitively doing a little infinity symbol. And I'm like, once you tap into that infinity, eternal fucking love spark from within your own heart field, the rest is history. You're not going to listen to any haters or any bullshit from that point because you're just like, I know. That's like these recent months has been a lot more fierce for me because I'm just like, no, I protect my heart. My heart is fucking pure and beautiful. You don't fucking mess around with that shit. And I guess that's something all of us as empaths, we need to learn how to really honor our truth, honor who we are, and stop fucking pleasing people who don't give a ass or just simply aren't being responsible for their emotional outpouring. So I wish all of you well. I'm sort of visioning all of you and like, or all of us, just in little like little protective white light bubbles. So we're just all like, la, da, 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 da. And like all the earthlings who haven't like activated their light bubble are starting to like see the light bubbles and being like, hey, what's that? And they're like, oh yeah, I have one too. That's okay. I'm just gonna end it there, my friends. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, where we will talk about how to share this stuff, without being a dick or without being preachy at all. How to assist in people's newly awakenings, and another hit presence, but also it's already done. We're already doing it just by being who we are. Love you guys. Peace out.